UFC 317 featured a blockbuster lightweight title bout between Ilia Topuria, the undefeated former featherweight champion, and Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira, the legendary Brazilian submission artist. This fight was not just a championship clash, it was a meeting of two generations and fighting philosophies, with Topuria seeking to cement his legacy as a two-division champion and Oliveira aiming to reclaim his place atop the lightweight mountain. Before we jump in, a quick request: if you enjoy our content, please consider subscribing. It's just one click for you, but it means the world to us. Thanks for the support. Now let's get started. Fighter backgrounds and pre-fight narratives. Ilia Topuria, the meteoric rise. Ilia Topuria entered UFC 317 as a rising force in MMA. Hailing from Georgia and fighting out of Spain, Topuria boasted an undefeated record, 16-0 before the fight, and had just vacated his featherweight title after stunning knockouts over Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway. His move up to lightweight was driven by a desire to challenge himself against bigger opponents and to chase history as a two-division champion. Topuria's reputation was built on his devastating boxing, finishing ability, and composure under pressure. Many questioned whether his skills and power would translate against the larger, more experienced lightweights, but his confidence never wavered. Charles Oliveira, the submission king. Charles Oliveira, one of the most decorated fighters in UFC history, entered the octagon with a resume that included the most finishes and submissions in UFC history. The Brazilian's journey from early career inconsistency to lightweight champion was marked by resilience, creativity, and a relentless pursuit of victory. Oliveira's resume boasted wins over Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler, and Tony Ferguson, and he was eager to reclaim the title he once held. Despite being an underdog, Oliveira's experience and submission prowess made him a dangerous test for any challenger. Round-by-round breakdown, opening exchanges. The fight opened at a frenetic pace, with both men eager to establish dominance. Meeting in the center, Oliveira launched a series of low kicks, looking to disrupt Topuria's movement and rhythm. Topuria responded with crisp boxing, landing a sharp jab that immediately drew blood from above Oliveira's right eye, a sign of his power and accuracy at lightweight. Oliveira, undeterred by the cut, pressed forward, seeking to close the distance and initiate a clinch. He succeeded in pushing Topuria to the fence, using his size and leverage to attempt a takedown. The crowd roared as Oliveira managed to drag Topuria to the mat, a position where he has finished countless opponents. Grappling scramble. On the ground, Oliveira wasted no time attacking with a leg lock, a specialty of his submission arsenal. Topuria, however, remained composed, defending the submission and using his athleticism to scramble back to his feet. This exchange was pivotal. It showed that Topuria could survive Oliveira's world-class grappling and avoid being caught in a quick submission. Back on their feet, Oliveira tried to regain momentum with a flurry of punches, but Topuria's head movement and defensive awareness allowed him to evade most of the damage. The decisive exchange. As the round progressed, Oliveira's aggression increased. He pressed forward with a combination, but Topuria's timing and precision proved decisive. Slipping a looping right hand from Oliveira, Topuria countered with a devastating right cross, immediately followed by a left hook. The punches landed flush, sending Oliveira crashing to the canvas. Topuria wasted no time, following up with a barrage of strikes as Oliveira struggled to recover. The referee quickly intervened, stopping the fight just over 2 minutes into the first round. Topuria's knockout was emphatic, silencing any doubts about his power at lightweight and instantly crowning him as the new champion. Technical analysis. Striking superiority. Topuria's boxing was the defining factor in this contest. His jab consistently found its mark, disrupting Oliveira's rhythm and causing early damage. The knockout sequence was a masterclass in timing and accuracy. Topuria slipped Oliveira's attack, created an angle, and delivered a right-left combination with surgical precision. His ability to maintain composure in the pocket and capitalize on openings separated him from many of Oliveira's previous opponents, who often got drawn into wild exchanges. Grappling defense. The brief ground exchange was a crucial test for Topuria. Oliveira's leg lock attempt was dangerous, but but Topuria's calm defense and quick scramble back to his feet demonstrated his preparation and confidence in his grappling defense. This moment likely gave Topuria the assurance to keep the fight standing where he held the advantage. Fight IQ and composure. Topuria's performance showcased elite fight IQ. He avoided unnecessary risks, stuck to his game plan, and capitalized on Oliveira's defensive lapses. His ability to stay composed under pressure, especially when Oliveira pressed forward and initiated grappling, was a testament to his maturity and preparation. Post-fight fallout and future implications. Ilia Topuria, the new lightweight king. With this victory, Topuria became the first undefeated fighter in UFC history to hold titles in 2 divisions. His record improved to 17-0, and his knockout streak over Volkanovski, Holloway, and Oliveira solidified his place among the sport's elite. Topuria's post-fight interview was filled with confidence. He called out potential challengers, including Paddy Pimblett and Arman Tsarukyan, signaling his intent to dominate the lightweight division. His blend of charisma, finishing ability, and undefeated record positions him as one of the UFC's biggest emerging stars. Charles Oliveira, what's next? For Oliveira, the loss is a setback but not a career ender. At 35, he remains one of the most accomplished lightweights in history. His willingness to engage with the sport's best, even after losing his title, speaks to his competitive spirit. However, the knockout raises questions about his durability and whether he can adapt his style to avoid similar outcomes against elite strikers moving forward. Lightweight division shakeup. Topuria's arrival at lightweight shakes up the division. His power, speed, and technical acumen make him a nightmare matchup for many contenders. The lightweight title picture is now more intriguing than ever, with potential matchups against Pimblett, Tsarukyan, and possibly a returning Islam Makhachev. Broader significance. A new era for the UFC. Topuria's victory marks a generational shift. The featherweight division loses a dominant champion, but lightweight gains a fresh, dynamic force. His success also underscores the increasing trend of fighters moving between divisions to chase legacy-defining opportunities. The evolution of MMA. The fight showcased the evolution of MMA at the highest level. Topuria's blend of technical boxing, defensive grappling, and fight IQ is emblematic of the sport's modern elite. Oliveira's legendary submission skills and aggressive style, while still dangerous, were ultimately neutralized by a more complete, well-prepared opponent. Ilia Topuria's first-round knockout of Charles Oliveira at UFC 317 was more than a title win. It was a statement of dominance, skill, and the arrival of a new superstar in the lightweight division. The fight, though brief, encapsulated the drama and unpredictability that make MMA compelling. Topuria's future is bright, with a host of challengers lining up for a shot at his crown. For Oliveira, the road back to the top will require adaptation and resilience. As the dust settles, UFC 317 will be remembered as the night a new king was crowned and the lightweight division was forever changed. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's just a tiny click for you, but it makes a massive difference for us. Thanks for supporting the channel.